Is it a whole lot more complicated than that?
Yeah, it is. We didn't come with the correct approach. We didn't have the right energy right from the start of the game. We tried to just kind of ease our way into the game, and they hit us hard right from the start. So, instead of just, I told the team, instead of being like, we're good, no, it's not we're good. We got to be good. And we got to come with the correct approach. And I know for the last 3 days or whatever, how long we've been here in Oklahoma City, that's been like my main word is our approach. And I didn't think we had the correct approach tonight. We didn't get the ball movement that we wanted. And we didn't play the defense that we wanted, even though we held them to 104 points. I just am not satisfied with that effort, especially at the beginning of the game.
Jonathan Fagan.
Was this a concern of yours just even 2 nights ago after, I see you shaking your head. What were you thinking after 28 threes the other night when you were thinking ahead to this?
You hit the nail on the head. Yeah. I mean, there was no way that we were going to make 28 threes tonight. I think I said that before the game started. And as kind of easy as the game was for us going into tonight's game, or from last game to tonight's game, human nature at times kicks in and think that it's going to be easy again and we're going to make all those shots again. And obviously we didn't. And there were times where I felt like instead of creating good threes for our teammates, we were trying to create good threes for ourselves. And the way that we made all those threes in the last game was a result of ball movement, paint penetration, drawing the second defender. Most of it was like assisted threes. So, we got to learn from it and understand what our recipe is for us to be good. And it starts on the defensive end, but it also is a ball movement type thing. But yeah, to answer your question, that was a huge concern. Making 11 threes in the first quarter and then 28 for the game. Human nature makes some teams think that that's how it's going to be the next game, and it obviously wasn't tonight.
Thank you.
Adam Skolin.
With that in mind, do you sometimes need this kind of reality check over the course of a long season?
I'd rather not, but you take every opportunity to learn, to grow, to get better. And, this is one of those opportunities. So I'd much rather be teaching and highlighting things off a win. But to the point of your question, you have to take the things that happened in this game and correct them. And, sometimes a wake-up call is what you need. And it's unfortunate that we had this wake-up call tonight, but hopefully we will learn from it and we have a game tomorrow. It's a great thing about the NBA. We have a great game tomorrow that we can rectify a lot of these things that we did tonight.
Holly Kambajani.
Hey, Stephen, with how much they were packing the paint tonight, were you, I know you already mentioned it before, but the threes that you did get, when they were assisted, were you happy with those? And how much of them packing the paint kind of affect the way your offense played tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they were obviously taking away our roles, and Christian really didn't have a rhythm tonight offensively, and they had a lot to do with that. But I have to watch the film to really get a feel for the threes that we created versus the threes that we may or may not have forced. But just kind of looking at it, it did look like we got some pretty good threes that we didn't make, but I'll have to watch the film on that.
Cody Davis.
Hey, Coach, you touched on it a little bit earlier, but, after a performance like this, knowing that you guys play tomorrow, how much can, the performance that you guys had today actually improve the sense of urgency for tomorrow's game? Yeah,
well, you would have hoped that we had a better sense of urgency coming into tonight's game. I mean, we had an opportunity to win a 7th in a row and keep really good streak of good basketball going. So you would have hoped tonight we would have had that sense of urgency. But you would think that in the same way that we had human nature kick in after game 1 against Oklahoma City, hopefully the toughness, resilience, competitiveness, and human nature of this group kicks in after this loss tomorrow night.
Brian Bearfield.
Coach, could you tell us about how you picked up that technical and the officiating tonight? Do you think it kind of got to the guys a little bit and pulled away from their energy?
I don't think they pulled away from our energy. I thought our energy was low, but there was a distraction, and we can't let ourselves get distracted by the officials, by outside things going on. We have to stay laser focused on the task at hand, which is making sure that we're doing everything possible to win the game on both ends of the floor. My technical was a result of I thought that there was a kickball, and there actually was, but I got caught up in the game, and at some point you have to stick up for your players, and I did that.
Last question, Jonathan Fagan.
Christian sat a few minutes earlier than he normally does in the third quarter. Was he moving okay? Everything okay there, or was it just the way the game was going?
Just kind of how the game was going. It was wasn't anything, no big deal.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.